everybody, welcome back to the channel, J.I. Colorist. My name is Jody, and today it is November 2nd, which is one of my sister's birthdays, so I just want to give a shout out to Cindy. Happy birthday. I hope you have a wonderful day. Today's video is all about the October completed pages. I will be showing you my pages that I completed, but I'll also be sharing all the great people that buddy colored with me, and we had a lot of buddy colors in October. It was a fun, spooky coloring season for me. I hope you had fun as well. Without further ado, we'll look at a couple of stats. At the end of this video, I will share with you some craft projects that I did. So here's how my calendar went. And at the back of here, we have a few stats. So I did 14 buddy colors. So pretty excited about that. I did 6 prompts, 16 pages myself in 11 different books. 2 of those books were untouched. I completed or posted 6 videos. I started 4 crafts. I finished 5 crafts because I had a bookmark I had started last month in September. And let me just get the stats for the YouTube subscribers. Okay, I did the math and we're back. We have, leaving the month as of today, 3,405 subscribers. So we have just gone past the 3,400 mark, which is awesome. So welcome to 32 new fellow colorists. So glad you're here. If you are one of the new people or you've just found my channel recently, give yourself a shout out in the comments below because I'd love to say hello and welcome you. All right. Since I've got 16 pages, let's dive into them. I have been keeping track of them along with all my buddy colors in this Amanda Colors coloring planner. Let's get into it. We're going to do this by size as per normal. The first page this month is actually in the Amanda Colors coloring palette. It is the October coloring page. It is owls for Owltober, the hashtag, and it is Copic markers. For the majority of it, I did shade with 4 Candies pencils, so those are my super cheap but fun pencils. And then the gold on there, that's all shiny and fun, is actually the Winsor Newton gold ink, and it comes in this little bottle. It separates quite a bit, so you got to do a lot of shaking and stirring in it. And then I use a small paintbrush to paint on the gold. The flowers are actually done with Zig Clean color. They have the small brush, and so I thought that they would look good that way. But yeah, I colored the leaves with and the owl with the Copic marker, and then I came in and shaded, and I think it looks okay. My background is a little bit streaky. I'm not great with alcohol markers. They're not my favorite medium, but I think that the page turned out okay, and since I really do love owls, I was happy to color this page. So that's my first page for the month. And we are going to go to a book I haven't been in for a long time, and that is the Art Therapies Mini Block Portraits. I selected this book because Spicy Cat Colors does a Spicy Cat Disney hashtag, and this month it was Toy Story. So I found Jessie here, and I did Jessie with just a variety of Copic markers. And then I also, for the really fine, I guess it's stitching along here, I used some Lango gel pens. And they don't bleed through, so that's why I don't see it on the back. And yeah, just a fun, quick picture, and happy to finally be able to participate in one of... I did have to look up online to refresh myself exactly what her shirt looked like. But yeah, this is Jessie from Toy Story. And thank you to Spicy Cat for always hosting a fun hashtag. And the next one, I completed 2 pages in this previously untouched book, so I will show you my pages first for a change, and then show you my 2 new buddies. These are 2 new ladies that I have never buddied before with, and I believe actually this might be their first time buddy coloring with someone as well, so that was really fun. So we're going to start with this page here, and this page I buddy colored with one other lady, and her name is Cindy Lou Who, which is a darling handle. So this is my page. I used ChromaFlow pencils, some Staedtler pigment pens, some Pitt pens for the background, a little bit of black glaze, some highlighters for the little ghosties, and that worked out really well. And yeah, I just had fun with this. A little bit of washi tape and some ink for the background with the pencil here. So I just kind of, and I did the background on both sides so that they matched. And yeah, just some Halloween washi tape of little itty bitty pumpkins down there, and that says Happy Halloween here, and it says Boo here. Then I carried that over and I did Boo and Happy Halloween over there. So this is my page. Let me show you Cindy Lou's page. And this is her page. She did a glitter blue background and added additional bats. I think that's a wonderful idea. She did great. I love all the extra stars and her little creatures. She did really good on her fur, and I think that the picture looks great. And here's our two pictures together. All right, the next page is the one right beside it, which was great. And I did this with two different people. So here is my page first. Again, I used some highlighters on here, some Staedtler pigment pens, some Pitt pens, a little bit of ChromaFlows, some glaze again, mainly for the eyes down here, and some Jelly Roll metallic on a couple of spots. But I used like the highlighters, and I'll show you what I mean. The old school highlighters from way back in the day, from when I had office. So these are actually from my office supply section because I do work from home. So I used those for the ghosts this month, and they really worked well. They're neon in color, and it was fun. I chose to do a blue pumpkin for autism and a pink pumpkin for the October is pink month for breast cancer. So I just thought I would throw in a couple of references to those items too. I do like the color, and this is a Staedtler pigment pen for this purple color. I think it's just a really nice mauve-y type color. Okay, so that's my pictures. Let's take a look at my buddies because they were spectacular on their own. Let's start off with Leanne3 Crafts. I love her page. She also did a pink and a blue pumpkin, but she did a green one as well on the bottom and a yellow one on top. So I thought her color choices were brilliant. I love her soft background with the bubbles and the different pastels everywhere. So really think she did a great job. And then next we have Colorful State of Mind, and her name is Karen. Again, she did a pink pumpkin as well as pink and orange for the rest of her page, and she added little eyeballs everywhere, or her eyeballs stood out more than mine did. So I think she did a fabulous job on her page as well. And thank you, ladies, for being my helping me get into this book. For both groups of ladies, to having a double page spread as my first pages in the book really makes me happy, and I'm happy that this book is now no longer untouched. Okay, next in size is the Tiny World book. So I am going to quickly show you what we are doing for November, and every month I select someone from the group to pick the next month's pages. So these next two pictures for November options are from Tiny World Fairy Homes, and that is by Alex Oxton, and these were selected by StanleyDragonJr, and she has selected Wing Song Airport. So that's option number 1. Option number 2 is Perfect Endings Fairyland Library. Both of those have lots of leaves in them. She wanted some leaves for people to do autumn coloring if you're from this hemisphere, and if you're from the other hemisphere, you have spring leaves. So either way, you should be able to color in it. And when you're coloring in the Tiny Worlds, a lot of us are searching for the fairies in the page. So good luck finding those fairies. All right, the next book, this is the one that we had selected for October, and these were selected by Evelyn Colors. And this is the page I completed. So I'll show you my page first. And I used a bunch of alcohol markers for a change. I used alcohol marker. I used some washi tape. For the ghosts, I used, again, the highlighters. And I think they worked really well. I used a gel pen to outline all of the cloud sections. And I used a sticky note for the moon here. And for pencils, I used Polychromos pencils, white Panda Fly, gel pen, some Faber-Castell gold marker. So it's much like a highlighter. It is not metallic at all, those markers. Quite a disappointment, quite frankly. An Olive Zig Fudibore pen for here. And that's about it. Cute little witch feet for the down here. I just thought it was kind of cute, and it's called Haunted Wick Castle. And let's take a look at everybody else's page. Everybody did such an awesome job. It's really fun to see. This month we had 7 people total, and everybody had a different take on it. Everybody actually did a different color moon, which is quite interesting. And I have to shout out to Jenna Caswell, because her page is stunning. It looks like it's sitting almost on a lake with a light reflection, and I love her sky. So well done, Jenna. Shout out to you for this month's picture. And thank you to all the ladies who participated and have stuck it out with this group, and we are continuing on. We're going to do this until at least the end of the year, and then we'll take a vote on whether or not we continue in 2026. Our next book that we are looking at is Lulu's House of Wonders. This was also previously an untouched book, and I did a buddy page with 2 ladies for the same page, and it was the Witch Treehouse page. So we're going to start with my buddies this time, and we are going to take a look at Sharon C. I have done 2 buddy colors with Sharon this month, and she selected a color cube palette number 390. And her page is beautiful. I love the depth she got on her tree. I love all of the leaves that she did. I really liked how she colored her leaves. So well done. Thank you so much. And I love that she had her little girl in purple, because I did mine in that color too. All right, the next page is done by Cindy Lou Who, and I also have done another buddy color with Cindy Lou this month as well. And Cindy Lou did a really fun job. I love her bright lemons. I love the way she did her leaves, and she's got a few different colors of leaves on her page. She also did her little girl in purple, so I think we all were on the same wavelength. So thank you, Cindy Lou. Great job. And here is my page. Okay, and here is my page. I used Staedtler pigment pens, some glaze, so on her, some black glaze on her little sleeve here and her shoes. I used Lango gel pens, some Copic markers, a little bit of pearl paint on this ghosty here and this ghosty here. So when you move the page, it will kind of shine. I used 4 Candies pencils, some dual hybrid gel pens, some Zig Clean Color for all the leaves, and I did them both in green and orange, yellow red combo. The lemons I used both the Staedtler pigment pen, and then I came in and shaded with the 4 Candies pencil. And I did that a little bit. I did use some Copic markers for some of it, but then I came back in and shaded. Stuff here is the distressed crayon. Yeah, the Tim Holtz distressed crayon is what I used for the base of this, and then the rest is either markers or pigment pens, and then I came in and shaded. I've got the dual hybrid metallic is on these little flag areas, and the glaze is also the yellow glaze I used for all of the light bulbs. And then I put glossy accents on all of the eyes, and I made him little dots on him, and I think he looks pretty cute. And for the lady, my little girl here, I used the pastel green Staedtler pigment pen to make her skin green. And then this whole area is the tempera paint sticks, and it's the glitter one. And I just put on like a couple of coats. So she is also shiny. You can see that there, as well as the ghosts are shiny. So yeah, and then the underneath of her hat I did with marker. But otherwise, yeah, really happy with how this page turned out. There was a lot on this page to color, so it did take quite a while, but it was thoroughly enjoyable. And I want to thank both ladies, for Cindy Lou Who and Sharon, for coloring with me and getting this book on the go. So well done, ladies. Thank you so much, and I look forward to coloring with you in the future. Okay, this next book is Matchstick Mouse, a Halloween coloring book by Morgan O'Brien. I only color this book. It's a couple of years old, and I only color in it at Halloween. So I was able to get 3 pages done in this book. One page, 2 of them are actually videos on the channel on how I did background. So they're part of my simple background series on the playlist here on the channel. And I also did 2 of the pages with a buddy, Theresa P. So thank you to Theresa for buddying with me. And I will start with the page that I did just on my own and that there is a video on. And I am calling this Ghosty and Bat. And I did select this page initially to participate in Joy of Coloring's hashtag Wild Year of Color 2025. The animal this month was bat, and I thought, well, this is Matchstick Mouse as a bat. I thought it worked. I used acrylic paint for the background, Copic markers for the little ghosty here, and then his wings. And then on top of his wings, I went with a red tempera paint stick. I used some Jelly Roll Metallic, some Panda Fly White for all of the dots and the little stars. So those showed up pretty well. I was happy with that gel pen so far. And then for the paint here, I used the Craft Smart White Pearl, and it's a metallic acrylic paint. Just shake it up, and I used it there. You can see the full video of how I completed the entire page on the video on my channel. And yeah, it was a fun page, easy to do, and glad to have another page done. The next 2 pages are buddy pages with Theresa. So I'm going to start with Theresa's page first. This is another bat page, and it is bat with a pumpkin. So I'm calling it Bat Pumpkin. And Theresa did a fabulous job in that she added a bunch of little colorful circles. I thought it was kind of like confetti bubbles, and I thought it looked really good. And I love the colors of her bat that she chose. I never usually do my bat brown, so I thought that was great. And here is my page. I used some bat washi tape just at the top and the bottom, and it is just washi tape I've had forever. Again, I have washi tape. I bought a recollection set of washi tape for all the different holidays, and that has lasted me probably 5 years already. So this is old washi tape that I just keep trying to use up. And for the bat, I liked how I did it the last time, so I did the same thing. I used some Copic markers, and then on top I used the red glitter tempera paint stick. I used some black glaze to outline the bones of the wings, and the rest just a little bit of dual hybrid gel pen on the candies and the stars. So another simple page, but simple pages are kind of fun once in a while, and I just jazz it up a little bit with washi tape. So thank you, Theresa, for this page. And then we did one more page together, so I will show you Theresa's page again. On screen, you'll see Theresa's page, and I am calling this page Tree and Pumpkin for nothing else. And she did an excellent job. She added the 3 little ghosts on top, and she also extended both her pumpkins down and her tree up and her bushes out. So I thought that was a great way to change the page a little bit, and I liked that, and I'm gonna try that in the future. So thank you to Theresa for that idea. This is my page, and again there is a video on simple backgrounds, I used acrylic paint, and then for the back, black, and then various acrylic paints down here. For the center of the picture, I used some Copic markers, some dollar store gel pens, Panda Fly White, a Mr. Pen highlighter, I think a little bit of pencil. I didn't write it down, but I can see some pencil shading in there. Probably the 4 candies, or actually I would ChromaFlow. Yep. Again, I did the white pearl paint for the ghosts that I added, and I just tried to make the ghost sweeping, kind of like, because this ghost here was sweeping. So all of my ghosts this month have had white pearl acrylic paint on them, and then I splattered just white gouache from Holbein. I have a titanium white gouache, so I did some of that for this, and I used a toothbrush. Again, you can watch how I did the whole page background on a video on the channel. So those are my 2 pages. Here's our pages together, and I don't think we did the other page together, so we'll do that as well. And here's our 2 pages together. Thank you again, Theresa. So that's 3 pages done in this book, and it is actually filling up. So I think a couple of more holiday Halloweens, and this will be a completed book. Looking forward to that. Everyone will recognize this book. It has been a constant on my channel for most of the year. We are participating, both Kiara and I have this as a project book. We're participating with the Joy of Coloring YouTube channel with her back to front hashtag. So we are on page, let me see, 79. So page 79, which is Poppy's. On screen you will see Kiara's page. She did a lovely poppy. She also added some little fireflies or stars in her background, and she said she used Connie from Coloring with Chemist, her way of doing little stars. So yeah, so that was fun, and you can't go wrong with a red poppy. I love it, and I did the same with mine. And here is my page. I used the tried and true Staedtler pigment pens and some Polychromos pencils, and that was it. My little guy is sleeping, and he is a gray mouse this time. I have a lot of poppies in my yard this summer. In fact, I have a whole bed of poppies, and I'll actually pop a picture or 2 of them right here, because some of them were just beautiful in different colors. So I was really happy to see this page, and here is our 2 pages together. So thanks, Kiara, for coloring along. We are going to continue till the end of the year in this book, and then next year we are going to select a different project book. In fact, I may select a project book from Maria Trolle's for my project book, and anybody who wants to join in. I may do it as a project book on the channel. So if you're interested in that, leave a comment below. And if you have a favorite Maria Trolle book that you want, it can pretty much be any of them except for the last 2, which still are not here in Canada. They're just only on iMusic. So there is that option for next year. Still making some plans for next year. The next book is also Maria Trolle, and it is Botanicum, which is my first Maria Trolle book. So it's been around with me for a while. This month I joined Jazzy Doodle Designs Facebook group. So if you are interested in a Facebook community for colorists, Jazzy Doodle Designs hosts one on there, and they select a different page every month from different books. And so this month it was this Halloween page from Botanicum, and I had a lot of fun doing this, and I'm really happy with how it turned out. I threw a lot of mediums. I haven't been in this book for quite some time. I used my medium 96 watercolor paints for the background, and this paint here is actually the neon. I thought I wanted to throw in some neon to kind of make it a little bit spooky, and maybe see how those worked. So the rest is indigo, which is, I mix indigo with black to get this nice color. And then for these little stars, I used a Signo silver. I also used a Dollar Tree glitter marker in neon green. and also the Panda Fly White. So there's quite a few dots of different things in there. For the rest of it, these two ghosties are the pearl paint. This ghostie here is the yellow metallic from the Meet-In set. I used Zig Clean colors for this area, 4 Candies pencils for shading and for doing it. This here is watercolor paint, and I also used some Lango gel pens for some of these tiny flowers in the center there, and I used highlighter around the lights, and I also used some Lango gel pens to cover up the lines on my candles. And the black glaze is on the bat. The pencil shading, like I said, was 4 Candies. I'm really happy how this turned out. And the yellow in the pumpkin and the gourd here was the yellow highlighter. So again, yellow highlighter being like this. Glad to be back in this book. I was a little bit, I washi taped it off to get a nice crisp border, so that helped with that. So I am happy with how this page turned out. And a little bit warping, but hardly any really. So it will flatten out over time, and absolutely no bleed through. So really happy with that, because it is a double-sided book, and because I used washi tape, it didn't less risk of having stains over on this side too. So that might be a little bit of a tip for people. It was really nice to see in the Facebook group other people's take on the same picture, and I love that, and I'm happy to participate in that group. So thank you to Wendy at Jazzy Doodle Designs. All right, this next book is the Nostalgia book by Green Ivy. This is a foreign coloring book, so that was one of my goals, was to color in one of my foreign coloring books every month. So yay, check that off that box. But I have not been in this book nearly enough. It is quite a large book. It's hardbound, it's beautiful. It's also a little bit intimidating because yeah, it's hardbound and beautiful. So I did a buddy color with Stephanie Napolitan. I'm going to show you my page first because I'm just waiting for Stephanie to finish up her page and send it to me. So I will have it before I'm done filming. Here is my page, and I'm going to have to move my light. And I used Polychromos pencils, some Zebra mild liners. So that is these ones here. Okay. Some orange glaze, some Zig Futabore pens. So that's these ones, and that's the nib. Some Lango gel pens, some Mr. Pen highlighters, a little bit of Tim Holtz Distressed Crayons for the clouds. And I'm not really sure I liked the clouds, but once they're down, they're down. And yeah, pretty happy with how this page turned out. And so those are all the mediums I used. So yeah, Polychromos pencils. The Lango gel pens I used to cover up some of the lines on a lot of the items, but I also added a few, so I'll bring you up closer. I'll show you. I added some lines on the different items here, so like the lid, the towel here, or the cloth, her dress, her little towel underneath her cookies, that kind of thing. Over here on the scarecrow, to give him a little bit. So I'll show you what the picture is supposed to look like. So this is our example picture, and then this is my page here. So again, I used the example picture as an inspiration to show me where shadows and lights and exactly what some of the items are, but I don't use it necessarily for color pictures and references like that. On screen now is Stephanie's lovely page. She did a wonderful job, and she did keep her little characters, both the girl and the scarecrow, the same as the original one. But I love the way she completed her pumpkins. They are nice and bright. And if I can manage it, here's our pages together. Thanks, Stephanie. It was nice of you to color this with me. This next book is the Japanese book. It's Yuri Field Mouse Traveling Sketch by Makiko Inatomi. It is my only book in this series. I did a buddy color with my friend Cindy Visser, and on screen is Cindy's page. I love what she did. I love her grass. I really love her blue mushroom that she did, and I also love her background. She added some yellow behind everything, and I think it really completed the page. So well done, Cindy. Thank you so much for coloring with me. This is my page, and I used Polychromos pencils, some Lango gel pens, some Staedtler pigment pens, and some washi tape that I had again from the old washi tape box. I really like how this turned out. I thought he was sitting on a blanket on top of the mushroom, so that's how I did mine. And I have been only done one other page in this book, and that was this page, which was also a buddy color, and I did his pants blue there, so I did his pants blue there again. I realized that his pants are normally brown and his scarf is green, but I don't think I need to keep with those colors, so pretty happy. I tried to make the leaves into fall, so they're multicolored. That may or may not have worked, but I'm really happy with the page, and so happy to get another page done. Here's our pages together, and again, thank you to Cindy for buddy coloring with me. I think I will try and do a little bit more in this page, in this book I should say. There is a countdown here for Christmas, and I believe Jazzy Doodle Designs did it last year. I was thinking about doing it this year for my Christmas project, but I'm also looking at a page in Merry Christmas or God Jewel by Hannah Carlson. So one of those these two books will be my Christmas project, and if you have a preference, make a comment below. All right, let's see what else we have colored. You know, we're getting to the end of the video when I bring out the Frogs and Friends coloring book. This is Chris Rainiak's second book. We are in volume 2. This is a book that is being done by two other YouTubers. So Meg's Coloring Corner and Amanda Colors, and Meg is back. So a big hello to Megan. And this month, Amanda picked this one here, and he is a cute little frog riding on a mushroom tricycle, and it was super fun, and I hope you can see some glitter there. My little frog is a glittery frog, and so is my mushroom cap. I used on this fun page some tempera paint sticks, some Copic, cornflower Spectrum Noir. So that's actually the brush pen for this guy, is the cornflower blue. This was the tempera paint, and everything is pretty much sparkly on this page. The only part of Copic was the brown, and we've got even a little bit of silver signo on the tricycle parts here, and of course I used a yellow highlighter for the light bulb. So yeah, it was just a fun page, and I didn't do anything else. This book and sticker books are what I call my palette cleanser, where I'm just doing fun stuff in this book. The pictures are so large that I don't really want to do them with pencil, and I don't want to necessarily use up a lot of marker ink, so I tend to bring out different mediums and just have fun. So thank you, ladies, for hosting. And my last book was a buddy color. This was another untouched book, so actually I have 3 untouched books this month, so I should update that stat. This was Coloring Autumn, and I'm going to raise the camera one more time. So this is Coloring Autumn. It's 24 autumn inspired scenes, and I bought this off a book outlet, but it currently is not there anymore. They have also the festive coloring book, which is the Christmas windows, which I did last year, and in spring we are going to be getting a spring coloring book, and it will also be the same illustrator, so look forward to that. And I will write the illustrator's name on screen because I can never pronounce it or say it properly. So let me show you the buddies, my buddies first. On screen you'll see Maureen's page, and we've done quite a few firsts together, so thank you, Maureen. She used Durant Graphitint on her house and sidewalk and pillars, and then she did she used that as a base layer, and then she used pencils on top. And yeah, she said she used some Derwent ink tints as well and some glaze pens. So she just threw a lot on this page, and she had a lot of fun doing it. And she included also that she used some Jelly Roll sparkles. So she said you can never have enough bling, and I so agree with that. It is hard to picture the glitz on pages, so thank you, Maureen. And let me show you my page. And here is my page. I used Graphitint and Distressed Crayons. This Distressed Crayon is for the roof, and it was in Forest Moss. And what I did is I used it on a palette and then brought it over and made it into like a paint. So that worked really well. I used Staedtler pigment pens and Pitt pens for a lot of the wood trim on the house and the windows. I used Graphitint pencils for the stonework. I used some stickers for the right here and here. These were the planet stickers, and they are kind of raised. Really cool. I used a sticker here for the crystal ball and for the center of his eye. Used highlighters for the ghost and the white pearl paint for this ghost here. And I used black glaze for the haunted house words. Yeah, and a little bit of the paint also on the skull. Had a lot of fun. The pencils themselves that I used were ChromaFlow pencils, so I went back and darkened up stuff. I used the pencils on the inside of the house. Yeah, really had fun with that. I like the purple with the green and the brown. I think it was really nice. And yeah, just had a lot of fun with this page. And here are our two pages together. So thank you, Maureen, for being another first with me. I really appreciate you every month buddy coloring with me. All right, my next page is a page that I did with Color and Create with Jenna. So we'll look at her page first. And her page is on screen, and I'll actually quickly show you her other page. It's a close-up of her little, she's calling it an angel wings. And I had first thought she was an angel as well. So that's how Jenna colored her. And you can see the sparkle on her wings. Now I'll go back to her full-size page. She did a great job. She added a yellow moon. And I love that we actually colored our little people, most of them the same, in the same color scheme. So we had the same thoughts on that. She did a really nice job on her sky. And thank you so much, Jenna, for doing another page with me. I did this page here as a full-length color along, so it was an hour-long video. So thank you so much for the people that stuck it out and watched it. Those are videos that take a long time both to do and to edit, so I appreciate anyone who sticks around and watches. I have been doing a few crafts with Starry Night Sky, so I was inspired to try and do that to this page. I'm not sure if it's totally what I wanted, but it's a start, and I'm going to keep trying this till I get it exactly how I want. But I used the Meeden 96 watercolor paint set, some Pandafly white gel pens, some Lango gel pens, Polychromos pencils, a few zebra mild liners for the faces and the skin on my little people here, some Pitt pens, some Stardust jelly, and some Jelly Roll pens. And that is it. A lot of this was, like I said, the Pitt pens and the Staedtler pigment pens and watercolor. And I'm really happy with how this turned out. I did find coloring with the Lango gel pens, they're the 0.6 ones, very tedious, and I probably would not do that again. So it was difficult. I would like to try the Lango 1mm gel pen. I'm not writing off the Lango line at all. I think that they each have a spot in my coloring arsenal, but for actually coloring and not just doing lines, the 0.6 just were not for me. But I'm really happy with my people. I'm happy with the sky, and thank you so much, Jenna, for coloring this with me. It was a lot of work, and it took a long time for both of us to get them done. So here's our pages together. And that is it for this month's coloring. If that is all you wanted to see, then you are excused from class. Thank you so much. If you want to see the 5 crafts that I was able to complete this month, then hang tight because I have them right here. We'll start off with my diamond painting calendar. It is this page for November, and it is a gourd in like a cornucopia kind of thing. So we've got a pumpkin and some different gourds, and yeah. So the only thing that I changed this month was instead of white, I used some rhinestones. Oh my goodness! And I just see I did not complete the stem in any of these. Okay, well, there you go. As my sister says, once it's down, it's down. So there you go. I will fix that before hanging it on the wall, though. Oh, that's funny. Okay, so there's one craft. Oh my goodness. And then here are my others. I did 4 bookmarks. So here's the first one, and it says reading is excellent, and I was almost done this one at the end of last month. So this one did not take me very long to finish. And then I have 3, put them correct size up, 3 Starry Night ones. And this is why I had Starry Night on the brain this month, and that's why I decided to try and do a picture with that feeling in the sky. So this one has some sunflowers. This one has kind of like washed up on a beach, and I think this one is just some scenery on the bottom. So yeah, just 3 different ones. They all have felt backs, and I am using the Handmade with Love by Jody, J.I. Colorist, on all of them. And yeah, so happy that I was able to get 4 more bookmarks done. And yeah, we're just cruising right along, and I may have enough actually for Christmas gifts this year if I keep going, otherwise next year. Well, that is it now for the video. Thank you so much for joining me. Thank you for spending the time. Thank you to all of my buddies this month. There was a lot of you, and I've thoroughly enjoyed every single time one of us get to know each other a little better. And a lot of my buddies were the first time this month. So well done for you for reaching out to a stranger in the internet to want to color with. And that's what makes this community really special. So on that note, I hope you have a colorful, creative day. I hope you have a fabulous November, whatever season you're in, and you go do some coloring. All right, everyone, I'll see you in the next video. Take care. Bye-bye.